everybody. Thank you for popping in for a moment with Celeste. I'm just popping in here a couple minutes early. I'm scheduled to be on the 3 o'clock Central time slot for Craft Fusion. That is going to also stream me into the Crafters Hive. And so I'm just getting on here and I'll just chit-chat for a few minutes and kind of see as people are coming in, if you can just say hi and let me know you're with me today. I've had a really, oh, there was a camera. Woo. Hello, come on in. Thanks for coming to a Moments with Celeste and watching a little bit of Craft Fusion. We have a half an hour today to do our crafts, so I'm going to start here at 3 o'clock. And if you've joined me, just go ahead and say hi in the comments. Hopefully I'll be able to see all of them. Well, hi, Mitzi. How are you? It's so good to see you. I love seeing when your picture pops up with that pretty bright teal blue shirt that you have on. It just makes you pop. And you know, I'm all about popping, right? But so today what we're going to do is, I have 30 minutes and I'm just going to do a little bit of art journaling today. And I just thought I'd do something just relaxing and calming for all of us. And it's going to just be a nice little fun thing to do. So it's 3 o'clock. So Mitzi, you may have been following me when I started this book a couple of weeks ago. And I showed everybody how to basically put this tie book together. And I only did the first few chunks of it, so I have more of it to finish. But this one is going to be my personal art journal, art book. And so I actually just sold 2 of these just in the last 2 days. So, you know, if anybody is ever interested in having me make one of these, this whole thing here gets full of scrapped fabric ties. And then I go through, and then we go, and on this one I'm doing my artwork. So, but every page when you open it up will give you a blank quote-unquote sheet with a piece of colored paper in it. So today, hi Cottage Crafts DIY and Miss Jill Brown. How are you, my sweet friend? So we're going to just go ahead and get started. So those of you that were with me a few weeks ago when I started this, so what an art journal is this is an old book. This one here was an actual Reader's Digest from 1970. And I loved it so much because when I took the paper cover off, this is what I found inside of it. Isn't that beautiful? And the pages have kind of a gold, you can see that there, reflection. So what I do with this is when I feel like just doing something that doesn't take a whole lot of mind work, I will use this, and then it will be a lookbook in my living room. So today we're going to start with this page here. And this page here, so what I did on this book, usually I cover both sides with some type of a paper, okay? But for this book, I'm doing just one side to start with, and then I may do some drawings, hand drawings on the paper with the print. So today we're going to work on this one. So what I have is I had ordered this. I'm going to get my biggest handy dandy. These are great. These pinking shears are really great for holding books down. I discovered. And hi, Teresa. Thank you so much for sharing me into the Hive, my dear friend. Hello, all Hive friends. Welcome to Craft Fusion Tuesday, and I'm so glad to have all of you with me. If you can just put a comment in there, say hi to me. And if you aren't currently following my Moments with Celeste page, I invite you to do so because we have lots of fun together. So anyway, we're going to get started. So several weeks ago, I had purchased, let's see where I put them at. I just had them here. You know me, folks. Did I just dump them on? Oh, I sure did. Those of you that follow Moments with Celeste know that I at least lose something at least once during each time I'm on the air. Okay, So someone had sent me these little vintage fabric quilt pieces that they had cut. So there's all different kinds of them. And so I thought this would be a really good one. Hi, Cheryl Burstrom, my dear friend. Guess what? Your package is in the mail. Woohoo! Got her done, girl. I think you're going to love it. I think you're going to love it. Thank you so much. TLC's Country Creations by Tish. Hello there, my dear friend Tish. I'm at the other place. Okay. I won't tell nobody. Okay, so what we're going to start doing here, started with one, is I'm going to glue these on this page. And what I decided, I'm going to turn you down here so you can see kind of what I'm doing. I'm going to take these and I want to lay them out. I kind of did them in a pattern so that they're a little in sync. Let's see, let's put this one over here and let's do this. Yeah, okay. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a glue stick and I'm going to glue these in place to start with. So easy schmeezy, right? Okay, and I'm going to put it on the back of the fabric. Because this fabric is so thin, it does hold it really well, because I tried it. And I'm just going to put these on here kind of like so. Again, this is my art journal. So if some of you, you know, create a lot of journals and junk journals and things like that. But I really love doing the art journals because they can be so beautiful and they're pieces of art when you get all finished with them, just like the journals are, but they're just not maybe as complex putting them all together. So this one, let's see, I want it to line up there on the edge of that. Okay, see how I'm just pushing that on there? Can you see? I hope you can. Okay. So I got two of them on. This one here is a little different shape, and that's going to be just fine. Oh. And with an art journal, you can just do your own art and do with it as detailed or as minimalistic as you like. So sometimes I can get a little bit really detailed, and then other times, if I have time here, I'll show you another book that I have that I started. That's my doodle book. Now, do I know what I'm going to do with all these books? I'm just going to keep them. They're going to stay in my living room on my coffee tables, and when people come to visit and get bored with my conversation with me and my husband, they can start looking through the books while we're cooking supper or however that works. So you see what I'm doing? I'm just taking those fabric little squares, or like a little octagon or a sextagon, I guess is what these would be. All different colors. And I'm putting them in here. Okay, so we got those on. See how just doing that adds a piece of art to this book? Seriously now, look at that. So, but I'm going to use it up a little bit. The next thing I'm going to do is, where my brain went with this, is that I had this cute little cutout of this bird nest. And so I thought, I'm going to make these little bird nests-ish as well. So I'm going to take two little pieces of cardboard that I just cut out, little, and I'm going to put them together. That's what I do when I want to add a little bit of height to pieces, and that height is going to be on this. So I'm going to put some hot glue on that. Put my bird nest on. See how that is? And then that gives it, so it's going to stand up a little bit from the page. And then I'm going to take this, and I think I'm going to glue it, not quite in the middle, but kind of sort of in the middle. And so like that. Okay. Does your mind go crazy like this when you sit down and start to be creative, start to draw things, start to paint things, start to glue things? Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my gold paint pen, and I love these. These are those paint markers that have a bullet on one side and then a fine on the other. And on this one I'm going to use a fine because I'm going to take it, I'm just going to draw. Let's just put it down here. I want you to be able to see it. I'm just going to draw kind of squiggles on here that could resemble a nest. Now, it's not going to look just like a nest, I'll tell you that much. But that's okay, and you'll understand why when we get all finished, why that's going to be okay. Don't you love when you find a bird nest? I just do. We don't get to do that too often here because we live in an apartment, so we don't have a lot of trees. But you know, in the years when we lived in a house where we had some trees, you'd find a nest. And I love, absolutely love, when people put their pictures of bird nests with eggs in it on their Facebook feed. Love it. Okay, got those done, and we'll do one more up here. Now this isn't, you know, this gold doesn't make it pop out like it's old gold gorgeous, beautiful, because I want it to look like a bird nest, right? So that's what we've done so far. Okay, you see that? So we're getting there, right? Okay, then I have these little half kind of faux pearls. Now with these, I'm going to take these and I'm just going to use my hot glue, and I'm going to put 3 little dots in here. And I'm going to lay these down, and I'm going to make these into little faux eggs. And of course I have to put 3 on them because that's what's in the one here in the middle. Look at that. Isn't that just crazy? Okay, I'm going to do, I think I'll come down here first, and so we'll come down here to see if I want to do it in every one of them or just 3 of them. So I'm just gluing these little half pearls that actually someone had given me. Gave me 2 whole rolls of these, and I love them. Let's see, there it is. Okay. Oh, I love these little eggs, even if they aren't real. I love them. I've got 3 more here. We'll try. What type of art or crafting do you like to do the most? I'd really love to know. I'd love to know. Can you put them in the comments what it is you love to do most? Okay, look at that. Isn't that so cute? And I think I'm going to put it in all of them. I just am, because I just think it looks so cute like that. If I can find my little string of pearls. Let's see, I know I have them. Aha. I have been using these little guys a lot lately. Loving this idea. Oh, Jill, you're going to be able to use this. I guarantee it. In your little children's journals that you do. They're so sweet. Precious as they are, right? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to need total 9 more. This is really kind of fun. It's so relaxing. So, of course, now I'm going to encourage everybody to sit down with a book and do some art. Have any of you ever tried, and I'd really like for you to let me know in the comments, have any of you ever tried doing an art journal? An art journal where you are just going to have a blank page and you're going to just start drawing or designing something. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 3 little half pearls. You know, it's kind of funny, the little pearls have enough glitter on there, or not glitter, but a sheen on them, that it really makes them stand out, and I really like that. I really do like it. Let's see if we do this one, and we do this one, and we do this one. Anybody? Let's see here. And if I don't see your comments while we're on the live, I will definitely review them all, because sometimes I see them all and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just see a couple and other times I just see none. But then when I get off, there'll be like 30 comments. So I always go back and answer those because I like to be able to interact with all of you. Okay. So that's what we got there. See that? So here's the little centerpiece. You can kind of see he stands up a little bit. And we've got that done. Now, I have a little saying I would like to put in here, and I'm trying to decide how I want to do that. Because I wrote it out on this. It says, so when I said it doesn't matter if it really looks like all of them or not, the little saying I'm going to write in here is, to every bird, its nest is beautiful. To every bird, its nest is beautiful. So I just have to figure out how I would want to do that. And I'm thinking I may just write that, but I don't always like to just write it right on here. I like to sometimes put it on little pieces so that I can take it and glue them around. So let's see, if we do every bird, let's see if we can make this work. If I cut this, I'm just going to cut this that I wrote. And I don't always have the best handwriting, but it's my handwriting. So to every chick, her handwriting is beautiful. Oh gosh. I used to have such pretty handwriting when I was in high school. You know, we'd sit around us girls and we'd kind of practice it. So let's see, if we do to every bird, its nest. See what we come up with here. Just cutting out pieces. So every bird, its nest. I'm going to put that up there. And then I'm going to put is beautiful down below. Let's see how this will work out for us. All right. I think I'll go back and round the edges on them a little bit. And then I'm going to take, and I'm going to grunge them a little bit too. So, let's see, maybe just round that edge just a teeny smidgen. And like I said, this is a book here that is going to be mine for the keeping. And maybe someday when I'm not here, the generations below us, below me, can enjoy these two or do what I would have done and put them in a big box until I hit 60 years old and then put them in a box. Okay, so now I'm going to take, and I'm going to try, let's see, maybe I'll go with this one here. Find my little, I'd rather use a little brush here, but here's my dauber. And let's see what this one's going to be like. I don't necessarily want to be really dark. Well, that's going to be too dark, so I don't want that one. This is my distressed ink. So I'm going to clean that off a little bit that I just rubbed on there. And now I'm going to go with this distressed ink. This is the tea dye. But I think it'll be okay. Let's do the tea dye, just for the fun of it. So to start out, I'm just going to go around the edges and ink the edges, just so that they'll stand out a little bit. See there? I love to ink my edges. Okay, so that'll go there. And then up here to every bird. Okay. Now to every bird, its nest. This is kind of a fun one to do, you guys. And you can see it doesn't take very long. Okay, so now I'm going to take and I'm going to stick these in here. And I could raise them a little bit, but I don't think I will for today. A lot of times I will do the same thing with the wording as I did with this nest and bring it up a little bit. So to every bird, its nest is beautiful. We kind of feel that way about our homes too, don't we? Doesn't matter where we live, when we make our home, it's beautiful. And that saying, there's no place like home, is so true, right? Okay, so we've got 10 minutes here. Okay, there's what we've got. Can you see that? So that went from like a plain page to that. See how that works? Hi, Anne, my beautiful friend. I was so sorry, Anne, about the loss of your aunt, but boy, what a long, long life well lived. Thank you for sharing the videos. I really enjoyed watching those. Okay, now, I think I might just, let's see, I've got 9 minutes. Let's see, what could I do? I could start another one over here. See? So then, because it's mine, I can go back to it anytime I want to. And if I say, oh, I want to add something, I can add something, right? So now I'm going to go to this page. This is a pinky one, and I don't have a lot of time, but we'll get it started. I was so excited the other night. I went to a journal group meetup, and one of the gals gave out a bunch of these tickets in all these pretty colors. Now, you know I love flowers, right? So just today I was looking at these, and I thought, what would this look like to take these tickets and, let's see, if we made this like a stem right here, and then we take the different colors, maybe. See, we've got a blue one, got a purple, and we've got a hot pink. She had all kinds of fun colors too. Let's see, this one here, gotta tear that off a little bit. And they're all a little bit different, what makes them a little fun, right? And then we got this dark blue. So now I am just sure all of you have tickets just laying around your house, right? Well, I didn't. I actually, this is the first time I had ever gotten any tickets. I gotta see where this cuts. Let's see. I've ever had any tickets. So I'm excited to see what this turns out like. It'll just be simple. It will be simple. So we do that, and we're gonna do this. Okay, so let me get my stem glued on. Just paper fun. Paper, a glue stick, hot glue gun maybe, scissors, and anything else you want to use. Such a pretty green, isn't it? Okay, we're going to make that one our stem. We'll put that right here. And then we're going to take, and I'm going to start working on putting these down. Let's see, we got 7 minutes. You think I can do it in 7 minutes? I'm going to do it in 7 minutes. I am going to do it. I'm going out. Okay. 1. And 2. Let's see here. What color do I want? The purple. Can you tell I'm really in the mood for spring here? We're going to have fun on Wednesday, and I believe, or Thursday, sorry, this Thursday on the Crafters Hive. They are doing, I am in the, what they call the Premier Presenters presentations, and the theme is in the garden. So I know we're going to do something good on that. My time slot for Thursday is at 12:45 Central Time. So, but I'll be on that, and then I'll be on my own page as well. Let's see, let's go back with another purple one. Make sure I didn't have any. I got that one already. Okay. Alright, we're going to put this purple one, we'll just set it right in there like that. Then I do have, of course I do, I have some yellow, right? So I'm going to take a yellow ticket, and let's just see if we can, I'm going to see if I can make this, tear this to be a little bit of a round, but yet where I can still see some of the writing. Okay, like that. And then I'm going to see if I can get it on here. Perfect. And then we're going to put that on here, like so. And I got 5, you guys, I got 5 minutes. What am I going to do? Okay, so there's what we've got so far out of tickets. Now, who would have thought you could do something like this out of tickets? I tell you, the things that we come up with, right? So I'm going to take 2 green tickets, and I'm going to make, of course, I have to make a, I'm going to just tear it. Tear it in half, and we'll make a little leaf coming out this way. And then we'll do this one on. Let's see, I'm gonna have it going so you can read the writing better. Okay, there's that. I'm cool with that. Okay, now what if I take another yellow? I don't know that it'll work right though. I may have to go with, let me try something else here. I've got some pretty things in here. Maybe I can try a pretty. Here, I'm going to take this. Okay, here's some pretty pink lace. Okay, I'm just going to take that and go right, we're just going to glue a piece of that right across the top here. Just to make it a little more zhuzhy. Okay. Is that zhuzhy enough? Press it on there. Oh, I didn't get it glued very good down there. I may have to use my, bring out my glue tool as well. But, so for now, that's what we have. So in a half an hour, less than a half an hour, we did 2 pages in this little art journal. And I can come back and I'm going to embellish this. And then I might take this page here and I'm going to find a saying about the flowers and maybe a poem or something, and we'll put it in here. But so easy it is. So I wanted to show you, do I have it? Do I have it? Let's see, it's not this one here though. Which one was down here? So here's the one I'm doing. I'll show you real quick, and I just started. And this is going to be a doodle book. Okay, so I don't even have all the pages how I want them yet. But I'm just going to doodle on the pages. I'm not covering them. I'm going to doodle them. And this book was the book written, one of the books written by Maya Angelou. So it has lots of good reading in there. So I thought I'm not going to cover up the print fully so that we can still enjoy it. But this will be my doodle book. So what things would you like to doodle? I want to say thank you so much, you guys, for popping in today. As I said, if you're not currently following Moments of Celeste, I'd love to have you follow my page. And I will be live again on Thursday at 12:45 Central Time. So join me then. I am really chomping at the bit because I have a Lucille Ball book that I want to start doing an altered book project with. I've got the cutest things to put in it. But I'm trying to figure out what time when I could do it because my normal journal time would be in the afternoon now on Thursdays, so I probably won't do it until next week. Or maybe I'll do it on Sunday. That's probably what I'll do. But anyway, thanks everybody. Have a good day and go enjoy. The next person up here is Simply Monarch. So if you're on the Hive, Crafters Hive, just scroll down and she'll come back up. If you're not, jump over there and watch them on the Crafters Hive. There's a bunch of them today. Bye, guys.